Well, he is a married man and a father of two. His first love, though, is the courtroom. Well, I'll have to pass that by his children and his wife, though. But we've also learned that he is an avid golfer. Most South Africans got to know him during the Oscar Pistorious trial. A few months ago, he took the nation by surprise when he held a joint press conference with Afriforum to announce that he will be leaving the National Prosecuting Authority with immediate effect. This he did in pursuit of a slightly different turn in his legal career, to run a private prosecutions unit for Afriforum. Advocate Gerrie Nel is the man I'm talking about, and he is joining us for breakfast this morning. So good to have you in studio. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, so I talk about the courtroom being your first love, but obviously you're married, you've got children, so I'll have to ask your wife if in fact that is the truth.
And there's golf.
Oh, and there's golf. No, please don't put your wife and golf in the same sentence. So those are your real loves in life.
Yeah. And then I'm a wrestling coach. I coach 4, 5, 6-year-olds, amateur wrestling. And that is really where I relax during the week. I go there on every Tuesday and Thursday night. Yeah. I turn into Coach Gerrie. Yeah. And I teach young kids. It's just incredible.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Have you been doing wrestling for a while? Were you in school doing wrestling?
Since I was 5.
Okay.
And I'm now 25.
Yeah.
So.
Did that have something to do with your career choice as well? It's kind of like wrestling, but wrestling with words.
I think I've learned lots of lessons from wrestling. I mean, if you're a wrestler, you're alone on the mat, it's just you. You have to take strategic decisions, you have to take real decisions, and you have to work hard. So I think that is really the principles of wrestling that I've taken up into a career of prosecution now.
Yeah. I mean, when you were growing up, was it always, I mean, I remember when I was told by my parents, you argue a case so well, even if it was for, wanting to get the latest yo-yo or something, that say, you'd make a brilliant lawyer. Did you get that? Were you sort of thrown with that your whole life? Listen, Gerrie, just become an advocate because no one can win against you.
Yeah, I think that there was some of that, but I think I became a lawyer because I hate bullies and I hate unfairness. Bullies in the wide sense. It was such an interesting morning. I mean, I met Temba Lukele, who was I think that showed that the legal system is working. He committed a crime, he was investigated, he was prosecuted, he served his sentence, and he's now on the road to rehabilitation. But for me, I became a lawyer because I hate bullies. Somebody that's armed and walk into your house or hijack your gun is nothing but a bully. Yeah. Corruption is nothing like powerful bullies, and collusion by business people. They're really a gang of bullies if they fix prices. So for me, it's about bullies and unfairness. I really hate unfairness.
Yeah, unfairness it's a big problem, and some people feel that the justice system isn't working. I mean, you just said it is working, but how do you, I suppose, talk to critics and people that have been let down by the justice system?
Well, there will be those cases, but overall, I think that the justice system is really keeping us afloat at the moment. I think there are 3 things. Civil society is doing well, the media is doing excellently. I mean, what Amambungani and Scorpio are doing, and then our legal system. Those 3 pillars are really keeping us afloat. And yeah, I believe that our courts are just doing brilliantly.
Yeah.
And the legal system is at the right place. I go to Bloemfontein to the Supreme Court of Appeal, and every time I drive away from Bloemfontein, I think our legal system is still at the right place. What's happening here is real justice, and without fear, favour, or prejudice. So no, I believe that our justice system is at the right place.
Why did you leave the MPA then?
Well, I never went out to look for a job. I was approached. I was approached by Afriforum. It took me a while. It took me over a year to really think about this. And the concept is absolutely exciting. It's a first in the world. It's unique in South Africa. It's unique in the world. To create something is absolutely exciting. From an old man thinking of retirement, where I'll play golf and how I'll fix the house, to somebody that gets up in the morning, creates something, and are really working towards an unbelievably exciting concept. It's a big change. So for me, it's excitement. It's necessary. I mean, for me, that was clear. It's necessary that we have such an office in this country, and I think it's possible. There'll be lots and lots of stumbling blocks, but those we're willing to overcome.
I think a lot of people got a shock, including myself, when we heard that you were leaving the NPA, because I mean, we'd watch you tackle possibly the highest profile cases in our country that we've ever seen. And then we heard that Gerrie Nel is leaving, and that already then just made us worry even more. You worry that the NPA is in the wrong hands and that you may have seen something that we hadn't seen. And, you know, what does this mean for South Africa going forward? So did that ever occur to you? Did you ever think, look, I'm not so happy with what they're doing, but at Afriforum, I'll have control?
I think I'll put it differently. I think the excitement of the concept, of the possibility to create something, that was really what drew me across. And as I said, I never went out to look for a job. No way. Nobody can ever tell you that I approached them to say I want to leave the NPA. I was approached by Afriforum with an unbelievable concept. And I knew at the time it was necessary. And then there was a period thinking, is it possible? Look at all these stumbling blocks. You know, lawyers are very conservative people as far as change is concerned.
Yeah.
And when I realized that it was possible after a judgment in the Constitutional Court, the NSPCA judgment, I thought, but this is possible, and we have to do it. And then I was just grateful that I was picked to do this.
All right. I'm going to leave it there. There's so much more to talk about. So we're having breakfast with Gerrie Nel this morning, but we've got Oscar Pistorious to speak about. We've got Jackie Celebi. We've got Grace Mugabe and so much more. You don't want to go anywhere. Please join us. Stay with us all the way until 8, even maybe after 8. Who knows? But right now we need to get you some sports news, and Valen is standing by.